on Madden Football.
Set to go, Young Wei Koo ready to do the honors. And we are underway from the Superdome. This taken in right around the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. So here are the Saints with a long field ahead. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, it's Zach Wilson.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling. And trying to play better.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And he takes this across the 15 to the 17. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. Taking it about the 36. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And it will be Falcon football. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
Not sure what you thought, but I thought it was appropriate when he walked into our meeting with his arm totally encased in ice. Because he threw 5 touchdown passes last week and won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award.
Yeah, but reading the paper this morning, and he said, gosh, I actually thought I should have got 6 or 7. But still, it was an amazing performance a week ago.
Boy, I tell you what, if he thought he should have had 6 or 7, that's a guy who's an absolute perfectionist, not just greedy.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. The Falcons at 14-2 heading into this final week. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a throw here, hauled in. He's got room to roam. And finally down at the 9-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
And we're going to see the ball in the air quite a bit here. This is a top 5 passing offense in the NFL. And they certainly like to get everybody involved. So this defense, they're going to have to be able to counterpunch somehow. They couldn't there, and it's an opening drive, first down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
He'll try again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! A great play there. His his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So the drive there took 6 plays, and the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Another run here with Dobbins. Oh, able to avoid him. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Well, his defense for the Falcons, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Paulson and Debo. And the Falcons are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. These two teams, they met in Atlanta earlier in the year with the Falcons winning that game. So they'll be looking for the win here in New Orleans to complete the season sweep. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. And you look at the Saints defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Are you kidding me?
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is taken in at the 5. It's a big play there for Atlanta. And even 40 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Falcons have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. They were able to stop him at the line on 1st down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the 2nd try.
Coup for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Following the touchdown, here's Coup to kick off. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. J.K. Dobbins leading the way as the offense returns to the field. Now, looky there. He's getting close to 1,000. I'm sure he knows where he stands. I bet if the offensive line didn't know, he made sure they knew. I'm closing in, guys. Final week of the season.
You know who really informed the offensive line? The offensive line coach.
Okay.
Because it's a big deal for his unit as well to be able to say, hey, we escorted guys to 1,000 yards or more in a season, just like blocking for a 3,000-yard or 4,000-yard passer. So it's a lot of pride on the line, and his pride is paramount because he wants to be able to join that pantheon of guys that in the NFL ran for 1,000 yards or more in a season.
Pride on the line. I see what you did there.
You like that?
Wilson's throw here into the hands of Moore. And he's going to be brought down right there, so nothing after the catches. He's dropped at the 42.
That's good for the Saints. First down.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. You talk about this Falcon defense. They were very strong last week in the win.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Steps away. That ball caught by Campbell. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
2nd and 6. And he's got it. Touchdown, Falcons. Derrick Henry. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 21-0.
Saints nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Out comes the Saints offensive unit and the NFC playoff race. Let's have a look at it. Well, here we sit, Week 17. Just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now a 2nd and 10. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They go play action here on 1st down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 25 yards that time. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Falcons. Rashad Bateman. 72 yards. And the Falcons continue to pull away here in this first half. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. J.K. Dobbins leading the way as the offense returns to the field. So officially now a 1,000-yard campaign for him, but I don't think he's going to take his foot off the gas pedal.
Yeah, it's one of those thoughts, though, that creeps into your mind because there is a little mini celebration over on the sidelines. Everybody, hey, job well done, over 1,000 already. But Gary...
And intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the return will stop right around the 25. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. He'll look to throw. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. J.K. Dobbins leading the way as the offense returns to the field. He's doing his thing. He's got some good yardage, but his team right now in the second quarter, 0 points.
Just not a complete formula. Half of it's there, being able to run the ball and set the tone. What if they may have to go to some play action, throw off the run game, and try and get the ball in the end zone?
I was just going to ask you that same thing. Maybe you use that run now to set up the pass, right?
I would think so, because the run has been very effective for them.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Here comes Dobbins on the toss right. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 86 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big pickup of 38. Dobbins is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Falcons' 4-yard line.
Dobbins once more. And he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? Here's Wilson. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 3-yard touchdown pass, and the Saints are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Atlanta prepped and ready. Possession. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are... kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. 2nd and 9 now. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Rashad Bateman with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. J.K. Dobbins leading the way as the offense returns to the field. And he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Sly able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
We'll get things started up at Ford Field in...
Only 30 minutes left in the regular season, and everybody's excited for the playoffs, so we're just going to forget the halftime show and get back to the football. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Falcons offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Check smash, check smash. Rig alert, rig alert.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Let's go, baby.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And that is exactly what you needed defensively. It's a long road back from here, but that's a good start to the second half as they force a punting situation and a fourth down.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. A little juke. And they'll get this down to the 10. 97 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. Now Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. J.K. Dobbins. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will cut this lead down to 25.
17.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The former Minnesota Golden Gopher Rashad Bateman leading this offense back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Here we go. Here we go.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. Nifty move. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
On play action, they'll throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge.
That's just trash.
Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass. Pass taken in by his big tight end, and he's going to have a Falcons first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 18-yard line. 112 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. 3rd and 2. They're going to look to throw. Forced out to his left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. He'll look to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as he gets a little more than he needed. 4 yards to pick up there on 4th and 2. They'll look to throw. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Falcons just continue to roll. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Saints 17. Youngway Koo.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. J.K. Dobbins leading the way as the offense returns to the field.
He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. No hesitation, goes right back to Likely. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Now Wilson. A short one there, caught by Likely. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down. Final minute now of the third quarter.
At the 44-yard line.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. Powering forward. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. They go play action now. Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Right back to Dobbins on first. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Josh Oliver, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipped. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just got to have a grin on his face every time his number is called, because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well.
Brings up second and 4.
They'll come up now second and 4 from the 31. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Pitts. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 133 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodon.
Touchdown! A great play there. 26 yards. And the Falcons have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side of this one. Wilson on the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Being chased out left. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Wilson smart to... with it as he's able to pick up the first.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the 1st down.
On 1st down, Wilson. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Play action. It's Wilson. That's to the sideline and incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Okay, ready?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
18 Rattler.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
They go play action with Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw complete there to Moore. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now 1st and 10 at the 11. Wilson will throw again. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
pass hauled in downfield. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Back to the same target, Campbell. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. His throw incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Wilson. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Panther 11. Ready.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's down the field and caught by Pitts. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Finds his man over the middle. It's likely. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Play action. Now Wilson.
That's going to be caught downfield by Chark.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Sly on for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
63.
The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because
nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean,